I had a sales call yesterday. Guess how it went? That's right, I absolutely killed it. And you know why? Yeah, of course, I have a lot of social proof, I have a good offer, everything. But one thing that really helped me is making the person feel interested. I made that person, that prospect that I was on a call with, feel like the most interesting person on this planet. And you know why he loved it? That's right, it's because people love the feeling of feeling interested in. When you're in a conversation with your friend, let's say, and they ask you some question or they bring up a topic that you're incredibly passionate about, how do you feel? You feel fucking butterflies in your stomach. You feel happy, you feel joyful. Words just flow out of your mouth. It's not like one of those robotic conversations where you have to force the conversation. No, everything just flows automatically. And that's how you not only succeed in business, but you just succeed in life in general. That's how you make people love you, worship you even. And this is not manipulation. If you're genuinely interested in people, if you're curious, and if you make that person feel special, they will reciprocate. For example, if you go to a bar, if you want people to like you, and if you want people to have a good image of you, you simply need to make them feel interesting. There was one study done. There was, I'm going to butcher this, but I'm gonna give you like the rough result of it, of how it went. So there were two flights, and in one of the flights there were two people. They didn't know each other, and one person spoke to the passenger, and pretty much the whole flight, all that person did is ask questions. All they did is ask questions. They didn't even speak about themselves. And after the flight landed, after it was complete, a researcher came up to the person and they were like, oh, so what was your impression of this person that you spoke to on the flight? How did you like them? Were they an interesting person? They were like, yeah, they were so interesting. Guess what? They didn't even speak about themselves. They told nothing. All they did the whole flight was ask questions. So that's how you make people love you, like you, worship you. Ask questions, make them feel interesting. Because in a conversation, there are two ways how we can go. You can either be interesting and make the person feel interested in you, or I said that wrong. You can make people feel interested in, and that's gonna make people love you. Or you can seem interesting, you can make yourself seem special, but people are gonna be like, I don't really like talking to them, they're just cool, and yeah, maybe they have money or maybe they have status, but I don't really fuck with them. But if you want people to fuck with you, you make them feel interesting. You ask them questions, you genuinely, you do not fake it. You feel curious in them. You ask questions that you feel interested in hearing the answer about, and that's how it goes. On the sales call that I had, I asked this person about their sports career, because what I do is I help online fitness coaches scale their businesses. And this coach that I was on a call with, they had a background in football and in basketball, like a professional background, like actual background. And I was asking all these questions, like what team were you on? Where did you travel to? And I was genuinely curious. And this person said that, oh yeah, I played basketball in Lithuania. I'm from Lithuania. I live in Lithuania. I don't really like it here, but I got curious, like, how was your team respected? Did you win anything? And I just kept on digging. We built a lot of rapport. Then I pitched them my offer, and it was irresistible because we were like homies already. So yeah, I hope all of this made sense. Make people feel interesting. Be interested in them. Ask questions. Be curious. And people will love you. And if people love you, and if you build enough relationships, and if you have a good enough network, success is inevitable. I know this because I've done it. I went from having gamers and people who play League of Legends and shit in their all day long, to building a network of people who have hundreds of thousands of followers, who make tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, all because I was genuinely interested and curious in people. So I hope this made sense. If you don't believe me, like I just said that I have well-known and wealthy people in my network, I will leave my Instagram down in the description. Today, I made a fucking slideshow of the people that I've worked with. I've pinned their testimonials and stuff, so you can go check it out and you will see for yourself. So go check out my Instagram.